Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to the end of December and the end of the year. It's crazy to think that we're starting into 2023 next week. This reading is for January 1st through to the 7th. This reading starts the first full week of January and those first steps into January. So it's going to be a very exciting week of new as we start to see that new beginning. I decided I wanted to use the winter Waite to add in, still, as many of us are still on holidays, kind of that wintry cool. And I'm going to be pairing it with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. These bright, bold colors, I think will really help us kick off 2023. Some fun color and bang. Over the last couple weeks, I've been doing kind of aiming for the 15-minute mark, and I think I'm going to keep that as a target so that these readings don't get too long and they're easier to incorporate into, your world. So we'll aim for 15 minutes. Okay, what does the week of January 1st through the 7th bring, my friends? So this week we are looking at a full moon. We have the full wolf moon coming in for Friday. We will start to, of course, see and feel that energy come forward in on Thursday. So something to be aware of as we enter into this week. We are into Mercury retrograde. We are going to see that full moon energy come in. We're already in the Mercury retrograde energy, so it's not going to be as kind of vibrating as it was in October. The Hanged Man, the 12th card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at that letting go energy. And we're going to need to kind of let go of some of the crap that we've been hyper-focusing in on. We know it's not helping us. I know it's easier said than done, but it's going to be important that we do try and reform what's going to be important, where our priorities are, because it's so, we have that new year energy, so we can start to work towards something that's more meaningful. Now, by no means am I saying please set New Year's resolutions. I do not believe they work. Actually, science proves me that they don't. Rather, let's set some intentions and let's do some reflection. The difference between intentions and then New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions are leaps of faith. I'm going to do this, and it's very rigid. Where intentions are, I would like to do X, Y, and Z. They're a little bit more flexible. You can start to amend and work with them, and they're not usually leaps of faith, or at least they shouldn't be. It should be something that you can slowly incorporate into your world. So things that we can work on, because we do need to let go of some of those preconceived notions, some of that rigidity that is happening. It's not serving us. Yep. Really reinforcing that, the Page of Pentacles, that playful energy. And he's building off of that kind of let it go nature, where we're taking away from that false control that we have and embracing that exploration, that inquisitive, playful energy. We need that. Additionally, that grounding, stable energy is going to be so needed, especially as we continue to move forward. The more grounded and stable we are, the more open we are to more ahas, more opportunities, more growth. That stability really helps bring in that foundation to grow from. So let's look at how this week is going to kind of pan out. What does the beginning of the week bring, my friends? the Six of Pentacles. This talks about focusing in on where our energies are going. That balance. Sixes are always about balance in tarot. So looking at where we're putting our financial, physical self, and then people always get worried, like wondering about this card, because he's giving money from one person rather than another. Well, it's not money that this person needs. It's more of that spiritual, emotional connection rather than that physical. So we need to be mindful of where all our energies are going and what we're focusing in on, which really reinforces that fact that we need to let go of that false control, bring in more of a balanced approach for us and for, well, how we're existing, living being. If we're not going to have that balanced approach, what's going to happen is that, well, we're going to continue to sit and swirl rather than moving ourselves forward. So starting off on day one, we want to be mindful as to where our energies are going. What are we focusing in on? And this doesn't have to be like something that takes hours or a long period of time. Quick check-ins and putting that as part of our day will help. It'll help to minimize the impact of Mercury retrograde. It will help us to embrace what's right in front of us. So keeping that balance, that stability, that groundedness that we just talked about. Checking in where we're at, what tools we'll need, whether we need to, do a little bit of a meditation, whether we need to use, different crystals or essential oils to help us out. So for my friends who are new here, welcome. Know that I have, 3 or 4 playlists of meditations. I've got healings. I've got mindfulness tools. They're all guided and supported, and they're here to help. I have a playlist that's called Short and Sweet, and that's exactly what it is. Meditations under 10 minutes to help out. And there is a grounding, I believe there's a stability one. There's all sorts of ones that you can just use as you need on the fly. So using the tools that you need to maintain that stability. All right, let's go into the middle of the week. What can my friends expect from the middle of the week? And I should say with the meditations and stuff, I'm not a monetized channel at this point. So it's all the advertisements, that's all YouTube. So yeah, just enjoy and use them as you need. And know that you can get ongoing support from the same meditation because you are calming yourself, you are letting go and working on you. The universe supports us and stuff like that. We're going to need it. The Tower's coming in. Week 1. So the Towers are unexpected changes that we have no control over. The universe is tired of the stagnation, I'll get to that. And then you may take steps forward, but like 1 step forward, 2 steps back type thing. The universe is tired and is going to move you along. It's a little bit of a nudge. Sometimes it feels like a shove that gets us going in the right direction. Never a card we like to see. Know that it will only come into play when we're avoiding or resisting something. And we all know what it is, whether it be subconsciously or consciously. We know that it's a problem. So it's going to be middle of the week. Just as the full moon comes into play, we're going to have that unexpected, I guess in this way, expected, unexpected, no control shift or change that is going to come into play and impact you. The more you resist, the more you fear this, the harder it hits. Now, if we start to work on things, start to take the universe's heads up, because this isn't the first time it's like, hey, here, you need to go here. The less impact this will have, if that makes sense, because you're working with the universe rather than resisting. So you're not going to get the blast zone head on. You're going to be a couple paces ahead. So you might get a little bit of a oof, rather than a full-on, strike. So know that that challenge, that conflict, that problem is really going to come to a head in the middle of the week, and it's not going to feel so nice. So this is where you need your grounding the most. Let's see about the end of the week. What does the end of the week bring, my friends? Never a fun thing to start off in a week, especially in the new year. However, know that it's something that has needed to happen for some time, and it will make things better in the long run because you can start to release what is holding you back. You can start to do some of that work, and you have a bit of a run at it. The Seven of Wands talks about not backing down, to keep going. That, yeah, it might be a challenge. However, instead of having the pity party, woe is me crap, you're like, all right, I'm going to put my big pants on and let's do this. I will not let me down. I'm going to stand up for me and do the work that I need. That energy is going to come into play. The full moon energy is like, yeah, that sucks. Let's go, princess. We got to get going on this. We need to really take hold of it, embrace the full wolf moon, and get ourselves moving again rather than kind of in this swirly stagnation. Now, things that you should know, with anytime you have that tower, yeah, it will suck. It can have pain, but the more you're going to, the more that you resist or have that pity party, the less power you're giving to the Seven of Wands and the less ability you have for following through, which brings in the tower again. So you see the rinse and repeat there. So making sure instead of having that pity party, you take that deep breath and remember to keep breathing so you can use your frontal cortex to balance you out, ground you, and keep you using all of your faculties, all of your tools to overcome any and all challenges that come with the tower. All right. What further guidance and support can we offer my friends so that they can overcome this challenge and move themselves forward with minimal pain and challenge? Confusion. That grounded stability is essential. We're going to feel confused, lost, and unsure. If you have that grounded stability, you slow down opposed to jumping into another situation. You slow down. Remember to keep breathing because you need that to stay up here. You are going to be able to release some of this confusion and, well, make decisions that are in your best interest. Things that can help. Citrine can help clear things out. Smoky quartz can help clear things out. Amethyst can help calm. Know it's going to be a turbulent week. Go in, see what is going to help. What tool do you naturally gravitate to that will help? That's going to be important. Prepping helps because that gives you, well, a cleaner, clearer toolbox to work from. Recovery. Yes, it's going to be challenging. Yes, you may be confused. It's going to be shrouded with fear, but no, you're going to gain access to information, insight, wisdom, and that movement forward that you need, that you've been looking for. It's just taking too long. The universe is like, yeah, let's get you going. It's just like when you were in school and your mom's like, okay, time to get up, dear. She's nice the first time. After that, she starts to get grumpy, gets a little bit pushy. That's what the universe is at. It's time to get yourself moving, and well, the universe is going to make sure that you get moving. Remember to take it slow. Don't put your head in the sand. Don't avoid. Embrace whatever this is in any way it comes into, and start to use your tools, use your abilities to process, reflect, and take that time to gain as much insight and aha into what's really happening. What is the information? What is it that you've been missing? That understanding, that clarity will help you with that recovery and lessen the confusion. And if we're asking the, oh, why question, you're asking the wrong question. It's not about why. Why is because of the stagnation. It's what is this information wanting me to do? What is it that I need to do to go forward? We need that balance. We need that focus. We need to not give up on us. We need to use that internal power of our solar plexus, that burning fire to fuel us to go forward. Now, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. It's never fun to read when we have the tower. Know that it's an important reading, though. It's an important aspect of you moving forward for you. This week will help. It just might be a little bit painful as we do it. Now, if you like this session and you learned something from it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It helps people find me on the sea of YouTube. More importantly for you, though, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little red bell. I've got a lot more guidance, support, and tools coming forward. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on anything is to subscribe and hit that little red bell. And if you're looking for a few extra tools and supports, I do have a Ko-fi and Patreon page where you can add in added layers of support. I've left a link below. You can go check them out. Again, I want to thank you for joining me today. And I hope that this helped you to, well, avoid that blast zone. Well, still learning what we need to learn. Please remember to take care of yourself and access the tools that you need. Until tomorrow, my friends.